Hi everyone, so welcome to my channel. Myself Raza, and in this video I am going to discuss the Telangana State Polycet examination paper 2021, so which was conducted yesterday, right? So in this video I am going to discuss the mathematics questions in detail, so with its solutions, right? So this particular video is also useful for the next upcoming examinations because these type of questions may be asked in the upcoming examination. So please try to watch the video till then, right? And check your answers. So those who have written the examination, so please check your answers with the solutions, right? So without wasting time, so I'm going to start the video. Question number 1: solution of the equations 3x minus 4y plus so is equal to 7 and 2x plus 3y is equal to minus 1 is not equal to. So he's saying which of the following is not a solution, right? So from this clearly you can see that the options, so this is nothing but 1 comma 1, and second option if you observe it is 1 comma minus 1, third option is 1 comma minus 1, fourth option is also 1 comma minus 1. So clearly these three options are nothing but the same, right? So when you so among these three options we can substitute any one of the options, right? Then what we are going to have, so this becomes 3 into 1 minus 4 into minus 1, so which gives me 3 plus 4 which is equal to 7. So it is satisfying the equation. That means option 2, option 3, option 4 will satisfy, right? So it is a solution, but so option 1 is not a solution. So clearly option 1 is not the solution of the given equation. Next, which of the following equation is not a linear equation? So what is meant by linear equation? Its a degree should be 1. If it is a linear equation, then degree should be 1. So from the first option, if you observe, we are having the highest power as 1. In the second option, you are having the highest power as 2. That is nothing but degree is 2. So clearly, and in the remaining all the things, so we are having degree as 1. So clearly option 2 is stating that it is not a linear equation. Right, next moving on to question number 3. HCF of 8 comma 9 comma so 8 9 and 25. If you observe, so how can you write 8 as, so 8 can be written as 2 power 3, the same way 9 can be written as 3 power 2, and 25 can be written as 5 square. If you observe each and every number, so there is no common prime factor, so there is no common prime factor. That means what we can say, these numbers are co-primes to each other, right? So when they are co-primes, so simply what we can say, HCF is equal to 1. Hence the answer is 1. Next, moving on to question number 4. Cardinal number of the set A is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. So what is meant by cardinal number? Cardinal number means number of elements present in the given set. Now, the cardinal number is generally denoted by n of a, and it is equal to 5 because minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. So these are 5 elements that are present in the given set, right? Next, moving on to question number 5. So this question is related to the present situation, right? So what he has given, A is equal to the letters of COVID comma 19 comma 2020. Next, B also contains the letters of the word COVID comma 19 comma 2021. Now what is he asking? So B minus A. So B minus A means, so first of all we need to write down the set B. So COVID comma 19 comma 2021 minus here the letters of the word COVID comma 19 comma 2020. So when you do subtraction, so what we are going to do is, so when you are taking the difference, so simply cancel out the common elements present in both the sets, so whatever the elements that are common, so cancel them, and after that, so whatever the terms that are remained, so whatever the elements that are remained in the first set, so you should not think of the second set, right? So simply think of for the first set, and whatever the elements that are remained in the first set, so that is nothing but the answer. So answer is set of 2021, right? Next, moving on to question number 6. If 7x minus 5y is equal to 2 and 3x plus y is equal to 4, then x is equal to how much? So since here he is asking the value of x, so we are going to eliminate the variable y. Now if you observe the second equation, we are having 3x plus y is equal to 4. So from this I can write y is equal to 4 minus 3x. So we got the value of y. Now by using substitution method, so directly I am going to substitute y value in equation number 1. So which is nothing but 7x minus 5 into 4 minus 3x is equal to 2. Now on simplification, so 7x minus 5 4s are 20, minus 5 into minus 3 is plus 15x is equal to 2. Now 7x plus 15x is 22x. In the meantime, so this minus 20 will be transposed, it becomes plus 20. So already 2 is present on right hand side, 2 plus 20 is 22. So from this x is equal to 22 by 22, which is nothing but 1. Hence the answer is 1. Answer is 1, not option 1. Answer is 1, right? Next, moving on to question number 7. So 1 by root 2 is, so it is a direct question. So 1 by root 2 is an irrational number, right? Next, moving on to question number 8. If the system of equations 3x minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0, so 3x minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0, and kx plus 2y plus 11 is equal to 0. So these two equations are having unique solutions. So what is given? So these two equations are having unique solution. So unique solution means, what is the condition? The ratio of x coefficient should not be equal to the ratio of y coefficient. That is nothing but a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So when I substitute the values, I am going to get 3 by k is not equal to minus 2 by 2. So this 2 in minus 2, it cancels minus 1 time. When you do cross multiplication, 3 is not equal to minus k. So from this, k is not equal to minus 3. Hence the answer is k is not equal to minus 3. Option 2. Right. Next, moving on to question number 9. So this is similar to the previous question. So where x value is asked, the same way here also is asking the value of y now. Now for this, what we are going to do? We are going to eliminate the value of x. So from the first equation, so what is first equation? X plus 7y is equal to 7. Now from this, I can write x is equal to 7 minus 7y. Now I am going to substitute this value of x in equation number 2. So from that, what I am going to get 7 into, in this equation I am going to substitute 7 into 7 minus 7y minus 3 times of y is equal to minus 3. Now when I do multiplication, so 7 sevens are 49 minus 7 sevens are minus 49y minus 3y is equal to minus 3. Now minus 49y minus 3y is nothing but minus 52y. This 49 when I transpose, it becomes minus 3 minus 49, which is equal to minus 52. Now from this, y is equal to minus 52 divided by minus 52, which is nothing but equal to 1. Hence answer is 1. Next, moving on to question number 10. So what he has given, the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 24x plus 119 are. Now he is asking you to see what the zeros are, whether they are positive or negative. Now if you observe this equation, so this polynomial, so x square plus 24x plus 119. So when you want to find out the positive zeros, whenever you want to positive zeros, then check for sign changes. So what are those? Sign changes between the terms. So check the sign changes between the terms. So whenever you want to find out the positive zeros. Now if you observe carefully, so here plus is there, here also we are having plus. So there is no sign change. Here plus and here also we are having plus. So from here to here there is no sign change. That means for this particular polynomial, so there are no positive zeros. There are no positive zeros. Clearly from this, what we can say, then both the zeros are negative. Otherwise, so there is one more solution for this. So what we can do is, so x square plus 24x plus 119. So we need to factorize this. So this can be written as x square plus 7x plus 17x plus 119, because the factors of 119 are 17 sevens. Now from this becomes x into x plus 7 plus 17 times of x in, so 17 into x plus 7. So when I take common, x plus 7 into x plus 17, when you consider, so what is the value of x here? So x is equal to minus 7 is one answer, x is equal to minus 17 is one more answer. If you observe, both the zeros are negatives. So here it takes time. right? So whereas in this particular situation, so simply see the sign changes. So since there are no sign changes, so clearly you can say no positive zeros. If there are no positive zeros, that means both are negative zeros, right? Next, question number 10. What is the degree of the polynomial 7 into u power 6 minus 3 by 2 into u power 4 plus 6u square minus 8? If you observe, the highest power is 6, hence the degree of this polynomial is 6. Next, moving on to question number 12. So find the value of x which is satisfying the given equation. Simply write down the equation. So 2x, here what I am going to have, minus of 4 minus x is equal to 5 minus x. If you observe carefully, so whenever you are having minus before the bracket, so this minus is distributed to both the terms. Then this becomes minus 4, minus of minus x is plus x, which is equal to 5 minus x. Now bringing out the like terms to same side. So already 2x plus x is 3x, and this minus x, when I transpose, it becomes, so this minus x will become plus x. In meanwhile, so this 5 is as it is, this minus 4 will become plus 4. Now based on this, 3x plus x is 4x, so 4x is equal to 9. So from this, x is equal to 9 by 4. So what is the value of 9 by 4? So value of 9 by 4 is nothing but, so in 4 table, so we need to divide 9. So 4 2s are 8. So 1 is carried. So point. So 10 means again 4 2s are 8. So 2 25 times. So the answer is 2.25. Right? Hence the answer is 2.25. Next, moving on to question number 13. The value of log of e root e to the base e. So this is the question. Now if you observe carefully, so this I can write as e power 1 into root e is nothing but e power 1 by 2 to the base e. Now since e power 1 into e power 1 by 2, since bases are equal and it is in product form, so we can add up the powers. Then what I am going to have, log of e power 1 plus 1 by 2 to the base e. Now this can be written as log of e power 3 by 2 to the base e. Now using power rule, so here log e power 3 by 2 to the base e is there. So using power rule, I can write as 3 by 2 into log e to the base e. So whenever you are having power rule, so this power can be written as product. So 3 by 2 into log e base e is nothing but 1. So 3 by 2 into 1 is 3 by 2. Right. Next, moving on to question number 14. So it's asking you to find out the value of logarithm of 0.01 to the base 0.1. Now this 0.01. So how can you write 0.01? So 0.01 I can write as 10 power minus 2 to the base 10 power minus 1. Now using the power rule, so how can I write it as? So using power rule, so we are having power to this value and power to this value. Then I can write it as minus 2 by minus 1, because we know that log a power m to the base b power n can be written as m by n into log a to the base b. So this m will come in the numerator here and n will come in the denominator, and log a to the base b as it is. The same way here also, minus 2 by minus 1 into logarithm of 10 to the base 10. So here minus 2 by minus 1 is nothing but 2 into log 10 to the base 10 is 1. So answer is 2. Hence the answer is 2. Next, question number 15. He has given if 2 power x is equal to 8 square. Now already here we are having 2 power. So now I need to change this 8 power as 2 power. How can you write 8 as? So 8 can be written as 2 cube. So 2 cube whole square. So here a power m whole power m. A power m whole power n can be written as a power m into n. So which gives me 2 power 6. Now this is an equation whose bases are equal. So when bases are equal, exponents are also equal. So clearly x is equal to 6. Hence x is equal to 6 is my answer. Next, moving on to question number 16. The distance between the points 0, 0 and 5, 12 is. So since 0, 0 is the origin, then from origin the distance from origin to a point is nothing but given by square root of x square plus y square, where this 5, 12 is x, y. Right? Now applying the formula simply, so square root of 5 square plus 12 square, which is equal to square root of 25 plus 144, which gives me square root of 169, which is equal to 30. Otherwise you can directly use the distance formula. So already you know distance formula, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square under the square root, or x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under square root. Okay, any formula you can apply here because one of the points is origin, right? Next, moving on to question number 17. If the slope of the line through x comma 5 and 5 comma 2 is 3, the given points are x comma 5 and 5 comma 2, 5 comma 2. So its slope is, so slope is given as 3. Now what is slope formula when 2 points are given? So slope formula is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Now when I substitute the values, 3 is equal to, so this is x1 y1, x2 y2. Then 2 minus 5 by x2 minus x1 means 5 minus x. Now 2 minus 5 is minus 3. So this 3 in minus 3 it cancels minus 1 times. So when you do cross multiplication, so this cancels 1 time. When you do cross multiplication, what you are going to get? 5 minus x is equal to minus 1. When you multiply with minus on both sides, then I am going to have x minus 5 is equal to 1. From this, x is equal to 1 plus 5, which is equal to 6. Hence the value of x is 6 here. Next, moving on to question number 18. The roots of x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Since options are given, you can directly go with the verification. So from this, what is sum of roots? So sum of roots is nothing but minus b by a, which is nothing but minus 1 by 1, which is equal to minus 1. And the product of roots is c by a. So c by a means minus 6. So from this clearly, this option is eliminated and this option is also eliminated because product should be negative. So if you want to have product as negative, that means either any one of the values should be negative. Now by using sum of roots, so sum is minus 1, that means negative should be the greater one. So clearly 2 comma minus 3 is the answer. Right, next moving on to question number 19. If alpha beta are the roots of this quadratic equation, so ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is having the roots as alpha comma beta. So from this I can directly write sum of roots is equal to minus b by a and the product of roots alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Now is asking you to find out the value of 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Now taking out the LCM I am going to get, so alpha beta is the LCM, then I am going to have sum of roots by product of roots, which is given by minus b by a by c by a. So clearly the denominator a is will get cancelled. Hence the answer is minus b by c. Hence the answer is minus b by c. Next, moving on to question number 20. Area of the triangle formed by the line x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p with the coordinate axis is. Now since the triangle is making, so the triangle is formed by the line with the coordinate axis. So with the coordinate axis means it will meet x axis at this particular point and y axis at this particular point. Then if you want to find this point on x axis, then you need to take y is equal to 0. So what is the given thing? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p is the given equation, line equation. Now since I need x intercept, so if you find x intercept and y intercept, so x intercept acts as base and y intercept acts as the height. So if you know base and height, you can directly go with the area of triangle formula. Now if you want to find x intercept, so to find x intercept, so put y is equal to 0, put y is equal to 0, then what you are going to have, x cos alpha plus 0 is equal to p. Then from this x is equal to p by cos alpha. So this is nothing but x intercept. The same way, to obtain the y intercept, so obtain y intercept, put x is equal to 0. So from this we are going to get y sin alpha, right? So y sin alpha is equal to p. So from this y is equal to p by sin alpha. So we got, so this x intercept is nothing but the base and this y intercept is nothing but the height. And you know area of triangle, so area of triangle is given by half into base into height. Now substituting the values, half into, what is base here? So base is p by cos alpha into height is nothing but p by sin alpha, right? So when I multiply, I am going to get p square by 2 sin alpha into cos alpha. So p square by 2 sin alpha into cos alpha. Hence option 1 is my answer. Right. So this particular thing can be written as p square by sin 2 alpha also. So this formula you are going to get in your higher classes. The same way we can write this also as p square into cosecant 2 alpha. Okay, so these are the possible answers. Right, next moving on to question number 21. The center of a circle with 1 comma 2 and 7 comma minus 4 as their endpoints of diameter. So these are the endpoints of the diameter which are nothing but 1 comma 2 and 7 comma minus 4. Now is asking you to find out the center. So clearly center is nothing but the midpoint of these 2 points. So what is midpoint formula? X1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Now applying this, what I am going to get? So 1 plus 7 by 2 comma 2 minus 4 by 2. So 1 plus 7 is 8 by 2, which is nothing but 4. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2 is minus 1. Hence the answer is 4 comma minus 1. Right. So this particular formula is nothing but called as midpoint. Okay. Next, moving on to question number 22. 10th term of an arithmetic progression. So the given progression is 2 comma minus 1 comma minus 4 comma and so on. What is a here? So a is 2 and a common difference d is equal to a2 minus a1. So which is nothing but given by minus 2 minus 2, which is so minus 1 minus 2, which is nothing but minus 3. Now what is he asking? So he's asking 10th term, so which is nothing but a10. So a10 is given by a into, so a plus 10 minus 1 into d, which is nothing but a plus 9 times of d. So what is a here? A is 2 plus 9 times of minus 3. So 2 minus 9 3s are 27. So 2 minus 27 is minus 25. Hence the answer is minus 25. Next, moving on to question number 23. The sum of 15 terms of AP. So the given terms are 3, 6, 9 and so on. So till 15 terms. Right. So now we need to find out the 15th term, or simply what we can say, we can directly go with the formula. So what is A here? So A is 3. Common difference is 6 minus 3, which is also equal to 3. Now here the number of terms he is discussing about is 15. Now what is he asking? S15. So S15 means, so first of all Sn formula is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Right. Now since I need S15, so I can write as 15 by 2 into 2 into a is 3 plus 15 minus 1 into d is also 3. Now writing this as it is 15 by 2. So here 2 times of 3. Here 15 minus 1 is 14 times of 3. So this is 2 times of 3 plus here 14 times of 3. Now 2 times of 3 plus 14 times of 3 is nothing but 16 times of 3. So this is nothing but 16 times of 3. Now in 2 table I can cancel it out 8 times. Right. So 15 8s are 120. So 12 is 360. Right. Hence the answer is 360. So 15 8s are 120. So 120 means 12 3s are 36. So we can write as 360. Hence the answer is 360. So there is one more approach, so by which we can solve it. So that is nothing but, so 3 I can write as 3 into 1, 6 I can write as 3 into 2. So likewise, so since he is telling 15 terms, so this I can write as 3 times of 15. Okay, so the last term will be 3 into 15. Okay, likewise also we can think of it. Then, so sum of n terms is given by n by 2 into first term plus last term. So using this, S15 is equal to 15 by 2 into first term is 3 and the last term is 15 3s are 45. So 15 by 2 into 48. So what I am going to get? 15 into 24. The same thing I got here. Right? The same answer you are going to get. Next, moving on to question number 24. If sigma n is equal to 45, what is the meaning of sigma n? So sigma n is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. So which is nothing but sum of first n natural numbers. And he has given that it is equal to 45. So from this clearly n into n plus 1 is equal to 45 into 2. What is the value of 45 twos? So 45 twos are 90. Now if you observe, n and n plus 1 are two consecutive numbers. N and n plus 1 are two consecutive numbers. then 90 can be written as 9 into 10. That means, so product of two consecutive numbers is equal to product of two consecutive numbers. On comparison, so we are going to get n is equal to 9. Hence the answer is n is equal to 9. Next, question number 25. So x square plus kx plus 1 is equal to 0 has a root x is equal to 1. So that means if it is a root, it should satisfy the given equation. Then substituting x is equal to 1, what I am going to have? 1 square plus k times of 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So 1 square plus 1 is 2. So k plus 2 is equal to 0. From this k is equal to minus 2. Hence the value of k is minus 2. Next, moving on to question number 26. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 7? How many two digits are divisible by 7? So what is the first two-digit number which is divisible by 7? So it is nothing but 14, right? So 14 after 21. So likewise, so what is the last 7 divisible, which is two-digit number, is nothing but 98. So it is nothing but 98. Now clearly this is 7 into 2, this is 7 into 3. Likewise, this is 7 into 14. Okay, so this is 7 into 14. That means, so if we start with 1, so counting with 1, so if I take 7 into 1, then from 1 to 14, so there are totally 14 numbers. But here, since we are talking only about two-digit numbers, that is starting from 2. So from 2 to 14, so how many numbers are there? So for that, what we can simply say is 14 minus 2 plus 1. So the biggest value minus smallest value plus 1. So 14 minus 12, so 14 minus 2 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13. Hence the answer is 13. So there are totally 13 two-digit numbers which are divisible by 7. Next, moving on to question number 27. So what he has given, if the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, for this quadratic equation, sin alpha comma cos alpha are the roots. Right? So this particular question is very, very important. So most commonly asked question. Right? So from this, I can write sum of roots. So sin alpha plus cos alpha is equal to minus b by a, and sin alpha into cos alpha is equal to c by a. Okay. Now, since in the options we can see squares, so for that what I am going to do is I am considering this equation and I am squaring it on both sides. Then what I am going to have, so on squaring on both sides, it becomes sin square alpha plus cos square alpha plus 2 sin alpha cos alpha is equal to b square by a square. Understood? So we have done squaring on both sides for this equation. Already we know from trigonometry, so sin square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but 1. So 1 plus 2 times of already sin alpha into cos alpha, that is nothing but product of roots we have found here. So simply replace sin alpha into cos alpha with c by a, which is equal to b square by a square. So this is nothing but the approach. So using this we are going to get b square by a square. Next, moving on to question number 28. If the perimeter of rhombus is 52 centimeters and if its one diagonal is 24 centimeters, then the length of the other diagonal. So if you observe a rhombus, so in rhombus all sides are equal, right? And we are going to have two diagonals which are perpendicular to each other, and these diagonals will bisect each other perpendicularly, right? Now, since one of the diagonals is 24, that means I can call this particular length as 12 centimeters and this particular length as 12 centimeters. Now, he has given the perimeter of rhombus is 52 centimeters. So, perimeter is nothing but 4 times of side, which is equal to 52 centimeters, right? From this, side length is equal to 52 divided by 4, which is equal to 13 centimeters. Hence, this length is 13 centimeters. Now clearly you can see that this is a right angled triangle, right? So this is a right angled triangle. So hypotenuse is 13 and one of its side is 12. One of its side is 12. We can apply Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, what we can say? Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus some x square. So let this part as x. Then what I am going to have, so this is 169 is equal to 144 plus x square. So when I transpose, so this gives me 25 is equal to x square From this x is equal to 5 centimeters. Now if this is 5 centimeters, then this part is also 5 centimeters. Then he is asking length of other diagonal. So length of the other diagonal is nothing but 5 plus 5, which is equal to 10 centimeters. So clearly other diagonal is 10 centimeters. Okay. Next, moving on to question number 29. If the diameter of a sphere is d, then its volume is. So since we are talking about a sphere, right? So the volume of sphere is given by 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, volume of sphere is 4/3 pi r cube. Now already we know diameter is nothing but denoted by 2 times of r. Diameter is denoted by 2 times of r. From this, radius is equal to diameter by 2. So here in the place of r, if I replace d by 2, what I am going to get? So d by 2 whole cube. So on simplification, so 4 by 3 into pi into, so this is d cube by 2 cube is 8. So in 4 tables, so it goes one time, it goes 2 times. Now from this, clearly 1 by 6 into pi d cube. So 1 by 6 pi d cube is my answer, right? Next, question number 30. If tan theta is equal to cot theta, so he has given tan theta is equal to cot theta. So tan theta is equal to cot theta means, so we can change cot theta as tan theta by using the complementary angle concept. So cot theta can be written as tan of 90 degrees minus theta. Since these two are equal, that means angles also should be equal. So from this, theta is equal to 90 minus theta. So when I transpose minus theta, it becomes 2 theta is equal to 90 degrees. So clearly theta is equal to 45 degrees. So we know directly that theta is equal to 45, right? Now what is he asking? Secant 45 degrees. So what is the value of secant 45? It is the reciprocal of cos 45. So it is nothing but root 2. Right? Next, moving on to question number 31. In the triangle ABC, so in triangle ABC, D, E, F are midpoints of BC. So D is midpoint of BC, E is midpoint of AC, and F is midpoint of EAB. Now what is he asking? So whenever we join these midpoints, right? Right, so this is the figure. Now if you observe this, so by, since these are all the midpoints, so by using midpoint theorem, so we can say that these lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel, and the other one is, so these lines are parallel and they are equal, right? So this is equal to this, and this part is equal to this, and this is equal to this. So from this we can say that all these four triangles, so whatever the four triangles we have found, all those four triangles are congruent. So when all the triangles are congruent, then this area, if I consider it as x, then all these areas will be equal to x, right? Now what is he asking? So area of triangle DEF. So area of triangle DEF divided by area of triangle ABC. So area of triangle DEF divided by area of triangle ABC. Now if you observe, area of triangle DEF means this particular part, which is nothing but given by x, and area of triangle ABC means this whole triangle, right? So whole triangle contains how many x? So it contains 4x. So we can say that it is equal to 1 by 4. Hence the answer is 1 is to 4. So this is one approach. So this is one approach. By using similarity concept also we can prove this, right? So always remember this particular figure. So whenever this particular figure related question is asked, so you need to remember that, so all these small triangles are equal in area, and the triangle formed by midpoints will be equal to 1/4 of the total triangle, right? Next, moving on to question number 32. The radius of a cone is 7 meters. So radius is given as 7 meters, and the height, so h is given as 10 meters. Now what is he asking? So these are related to cone, and then it's slant height. So slant height is given by L is equal to root over h square plus r square. Now substituting the values, so this becomes 10 square and this is 7 square, which gives me 10 square is 100 plus 7 square is 49. So it is nothing but 149. We know that square root of 144 is nothing but 12. So it is nearly 12 point something. So from the options if you observe, so 12.2 is the nearest value. Hence the answer is 12.2 meters. Right. Next, moving on to question number 33. So what he has given, a plus b is equal to 90 degrees. So if a plus b is equal to 90 degrees, so we can write b is equal to 90 degrees minus a. Now what he has given the value of cot b is equal to 3 by 4. So instead of b, if I replace 90 minus a here, so this cot of 90 minus a is equal to 3 by 4. So cot of 90 minus theta. So cot of 90 minus theta I can write it as tan theta. So tan A is equal to 3 by 4. So whatever the value of cot B is there, the same value we get for tan A. Hence the answer is 3 by 4. Next, moving on to question number 34. The angle in a minor segment. So what is meant by minor segment? So if this is a circle, so if you consider this as a circle, so when you draw a chord, then this particular part in which the center lies is nothing but called as major segment. So this particular part is called as major segment and this particular part is called as minor segment. So to get a segment, we need to make use of circle and a chord. Now in this particular minor segment, if I consider any angle, so if you observe any angle, so this angle will be always obtuse angle. So always the angle will be obtuse. Whereas in major segment if I consider, so if you consider this major segment, then it will be always acute. Clear? So in minor segment the angle is obtuse and in minor segment the angle is acute. Right? So for this question, so since it is minor segment, so obtuse angle will be there. Right? Next, moving on to question number 35. In the given figure, angle BAC is equal to 90 degrees, AD perpendicular to BC, BD is equal to 9 centimeters, CD is equal to 16 centimeters. Then what is the value of AC? Now to find out the value of AC, so since I need this particular AC, I can make use of two triangles. Now for suppose if I consider this triangle as, so this angle as theta, then this is 90 and this is 90 minus theta, and at the same time if the angle is theta, this is 90 and this is 90 minus theta. So by using the concept of theta 90 90 minus theta, so I can say that triangle CDA is similar to triangle CAB. So using this I can say that CD by CA is equal to DA by AB is equal to CA by CB. Now since I need AC value, so where I am having AC, so here and here. Now I am not considering this particular ratio, I am going to comparing these two. Now from this, what is the value of CD? So CD is 16 by CA I don't know is equal to, so this is CA by CB. So CB is nothing but this total length 16 plus 9, which is nothing but 25. When I do cross multiplication, so this is 16 into 25 is equal to AC square. From this, AC is equal to square root of 16 into 25. Square root of 16 is 4 and square root of 25 is 5. So which gives me 20 centimeters. Hence the answer is 20 centimeters. Or directly you can remember this formula. So whenever you want this particular AC square value, so from this side you take the product of these two parts. So what you are going to do, you are going to take the product of this part and this whole part. So AC square is equal to CD into CB. Right? Next, moving on to question number 26. The base of two similar triangles are 24 centimeters and 18 centimeters. So base means nothing but two sides only. Side 1 by side 1 dash is equal to, he has given 24 by 18. And next, if one side of first triangle is 8 centimeters, then corresponding side of other triangle. So clearly what I can say, S1 by S1 dash is equal to S2 by S2 dash. Right? So based on this, I can say, So I can cancel out here now. So in 6 table, so 6 fours are 24 and 6 threes are 18. Now the same thing I am going to substitute here. So 4 by 3 is equal to 8 by, so s2 dash I need to find it out. In 4 table it cancels one time, it cancels two times. When I do cross multiplication, s2 dash is equal to 3 to 6 centimeters. Hence the answer is 6 centimeters. Next, moving on to question number 37. A reservoir is in the shape of a frustum of right circular cone. So frustum of a cone means, so it will be looking like this, right? So it will look like this. Okay, now what he has given, so it is 8 meters across. So if you turn it upside down, so it is 8 meters across, and here it is 4 meters cross. Okay, so this is top and this is bottom. Next, this height or this depth is nothing but 6 meters. Now what is he asking is, so he is asking me to find out the capacity of this particular reservoir. So capacity is nothing but the volume of frustum of cone. So the volume of frustum of cone is given by 1/3 pi into. So for suppose if I consider this bigger radius as capital R and the smaller radius as small r, then the formula for volume of frustum of cone is given by 1/3 into pi into capital R square plus small r square plus capital R into small r into h, which is given by 1 by 3 into pi can be taken as 22 by 7 into capital R square is nothing but 8 square plus small r square is nothing but 4 square plus 8 into 4 into height is given as 6 meters. Now in 3 table, so the 6 goes 2 times. Now on simplification, so 22 by 7 into, so here 8 square is 64 plus 4 square is 16 plus 8 fours are 32 into 2, right? So this gives me 22 by 7 into 64 plus 16 is 80, 80 plus 32 is 112. So 112 into 2. So in 7 table, so 7 ones are 7, right? Then how much is left over? 42. So 7 sixes 42. So finally 22 into 32. So 22 into 32. So if you find it out, so 2 twos are 4. So 2 threes are 6. So 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. Now what I am going to get? 407. So hence the answer is 704 meter cube. Since it is volume, so it is meter cube. Hence the answer is 704 meter cube. Next, 38. 3 cubes of sides 6 centimeters, 8 centimeters and 1 centimeters are melted to form a new cube. Then from this we can say that the biggest radius, or, so since it is converted, so all the 3 cubes are melted and converted into a big cube, then the volumes of those 3 cubes will be equal to the volume of the biggest cube. So from that what we can say, so let the radius of the biggest cube be capital R and the radius of remaining 2 cubes, sorry, not the radius, so these are nothing but the sides, right? For suppose if I consider the side as A1, A2 and A3, and for suppose the side of the biggest one is capital A. From this the volume of biggest cube will be equal to the sum of volumes of small cubes. So A1 cube plus A2 cube plus A3 cube. Now from this A cube is equal to 6 cube plus 8 cube plus 1 cube. So 6 cube is nothing but 216 plus 512 plus 1. So which gives me 729. So this is A cube. From this A is equal to cube root of 729. So which is nothing but 9 centimeters. Hence the answer is 9 centimeters. Next, question number 39. If a parallelogram is a cyclic, so if a parallelogram is a cyclic means cyclic parallelogram. So cyclic parallelogram is always a rectangle. So cyclic parallelogram is a rectangle here. So here how can you say? Now what is meant by cyclic parallelogram means inside a circle. So on the circle we are going to have the vertices of a parallelogram, right? So in a parallelogram we know that opposite angles are equal. So in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal, and in cyclic quadrilateral we know that sum of opposite angles is 90 degrees, right? Sorry, sum of opposite angles is 180 degrees. So here from this parallelogram this angle is equal to this angle, and from cyclic quadrilateral we have the property sum of opposite angles is equal to 180 degrees. So since two angles should be equal and they should be their sum should be equal to 180 degrees. That means each angle can be 90 degrees. And one more thing, so we are having opposite sides as equal in a parallelogram. So the only possibility that we have is rectangle. The same way we can remember cyclic. So cyclic quadrilateral if he has given. So if he gives cyclic quadrilateral, then it is a, so if he gives cyclic quadrilateral, then it forms a parallelogram. If he gives cyclic rhombus, so if we say cyclic rhombus, then it is a square, right? So these things also we need to remember, because these type of questions may be asked related to this particular concept, right? Next, moving on to question number 40. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Next, angle A is equal to 32, that means angle P is equal to 32. So angle A is equal to angle P is equal to 32 degrees. Next, angle R is equal to 65, that means angle R is equal to angle C. So angle C is equal to angle R is equal to how much? 65 degrees. Now what is the sum of these two angles? So this is 7 and this is 9. Now what is the remaining angle then? So angle B is equal to angle Q is equal to, so 180 minus 97. 180 minus 97 is nothing but 83 degrees. Hence the answer is 83 degrees. Next, moving on to question number 41. The angle at the tangent to a circle and the radius drawn at the point of contact. To a circle, if a tangent is drawn, to a circle, if a tangent is drawn, then this particular point is nothing but called as point of contact, and from the center when you draw a radius, then it will be perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Hence the answer is 90 degrees. Next, question number 42. In the figure, AP is equal to 12 centimeters and PB is equal to 16 centimeters. Now since this is the diameter, so AB is the diameter, so clearly the angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. The angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees, and he has asked you to consider the pi value as 3. Now from this circle, so from this figure, so what is the diameter? So from the circle, what is the diameter? Now from this we can say that AB square is equal to AP square plus PB square. Now AB square is equal to AP is 12 square plus PB is 16 square. So 12 square is 144 plus 16 square is 256. So which gives me 400. So from this AB is equal to square root of 400, which is equal to 20. So from this AB is equal to 20. So here AB is nothing but diameter, which is equal to 2 times of radius. So clearly radius of this particular semicircle, or you can call it as circle, so which is equal to 10 centimeters. Now he is asking you to find out the perimeter of the shaded portion. So if you observe the shaded portion, so this particular semicircular arc and the length of these two parts. So that is nothing but the perimeter. So for that, perimeter of the shaded part is given by, so length of, so it is nothing but length of semicircular arc plus sum of those two sides, sum of those two sides. So sum of those two sides is nothing but given by, simply I can write as AP plus PB. Now what is length of semicircular arc? So length of semicircular arc is nothing but pi r plus, already we know the value of AP plus PB. Now already he said to consider pi value as 3. So 3 into 10 plus, so this is nothing but 28. So 30 plus 28 is 58 centimeters. Hence the answer is 58 centimeters. Next, moving on to question number 43. So in the figure, angle BAO. So if I consider this BAO, so this angle is 30 degrees he has given, and angle BCO. So BCO. So when you join this, so this angle is 40 degrees. Now clearly these two are nothing but radius. That's why the base angles are 40 degrees and 40 degrees. Now what is he asking? So he's asking you to find out angle AOC. Angle AOC. So since this is radius and this is also radius, so if this is 30 degrees, then this is also 30 degrees, right? So 30 plus 30 is 60. So 180 minus 60 degrees gives me angle AOC. So 180 minus 60 is 120 degrees. Hence the answer is 120 degrees. Next, moving on to question number 44. Now in this figure, if you observe, so whenever a perpendicular is dropped, so it will bisect the chord. Now from this, in triangle OPB, clearly by Pythagoras theorem, OP square is equal to OP square plus BP square, right? So from this 13 square is equal to OP square is 12 square plus BP square. So this is 169 is equal to 144 plus BP square. So from this BP square is equal to 169 minus 144, which is equal to 25. BP is equal to 5. So if BP is equal to 5 centimeters, then AP is also equal to 5 centimeters. So from this clearly AB is equal to 5 plus 5, which is nothing but 10 centimeters. Next, question number 45. The ratio of volumes of two cones is 4 is to 5. That means I can simply write it as R1 by R2 is equal to 4 is to 5. Sorry, what he has been the ratio of volumes, right? So this is nothing but V1 by V2. So V1 by V2 is equal to 4 is to 5. Ratio of the radius of their bases, so that means R1 is to R2 is equal to 2 is to 3. Now what is he asking? The ratio of their vertical heights. So first of all, what is the formula for V1 by V2? So since we are talking about cones, so volume of 1 by volume of 2 is given by 1/3 by R1 square H1 by 1 by 3 by R2 square H2. Now 1/3 by 1/3 by can cancel it out. Now substituting the values, so V1 by V2 is nothing but 4 by 5 is equal to 2 by 3 whole square into H1 by H2. Now from this what I am going to have, 4 by 5 is equal to 4 by 9 into H1 by H2. So clearly I can cancel out 4 and 4. From this H1 by H2 is equal to 9 by 5, which is nothing but 9 is to 5. So option 2 is my answer here. Next, question number 46. The median of this data. So if you want to find the median of ungrouped data, first of all I need to arrange this in order. I need to arrange this in order. So what is the, so let me write in ascending order or descending order. So first we'll follow ascending order. So 15, so 15 after 17, 17 after 19, 19 after 23, 23 after 27, next is 31. If we count the number of observations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one more observation is missing. So what is that? So 12 is the least value. So 12. So 12, 15, 17, 19, 23, 27, 20, 31. Now since I need to find out the median. So median is nothing but the middlemost one. So since the number of observations are 7. So if you count the number of observations are 7. Then 7 by 2. So then 7 plus 1 by 2th observation. Since n is odd, so when n is odd, then simply what you are going to do is median is given by 7 plus 1 by 2th observation, right? So which is nothing but 4th observation. So if you count, so 4th observation is nothing but 19, hence 19 is my answer. Since here we are having lesser number of observations, so we have directly found. Next, moving on to question number 47, mode of A, B, C, D up to Z. So from A to Z, so is there any repetition of alphabets? So there is no repetition, hence it has no mode, right? Next, moving on to question number 48, a dice is thrown twice. So if a dice is thrown twice, then the sample space contains totally 36 outcomes. So which is nothing but equal to 6 square. Then the probability of that 5 will come up at least once. So 5 come up at least once means, so it can be taken as, so 1 comma 5, 2 comma 5, 3 comma 5, 4 comma 5, 5 comma 5, and 6 comma 5. So these are 6 possibilities. And next I can consider 5 comma 1, 5 comma 2, 5 comma 3, 5 comma 4. Here already 5 comma 5 is there, 5 comma 6. So these are 6 observations, 6 values, and these are 5. So 6 plus 5 is 11. So number of favorable outcomes are 11. So answer is 11 by 36. Hence the answer is 11 by 36. Next 49. If the mean of 6, 7, x 8, y 14 is 9. If you observe the number of observations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally there are 6 observations. So we can write as mean is equal to sum of observations by number of observations. So sum of observations is 6 plus 7 plus x plus 8 plus y plus 14 divided by, totally there are 6 observations, which is equal to 9. Now on adding, so 14 plus 7 21, 21 plus 8 29, 29 plus 6 35, 35 plus x plus y is equal to this denominator. When it transpose, it becomes 9 6s 54. So from this, x plus y is equal to 54 minus 35. So 14 minus 5 is 9. So 4 minus 3 is 1. So x plus y value is 19. Hence the answer is 19 here. Next question number 50. The aim of 30 students. So what is arithmetic mean formula? So arithmetic mean formula is given by sum of observations by number of observations. Now for the first condition, the aim of 30 students. Okay, so aim of 30 students is 42. So when you substitute am is 42 is equal to, since we don't know sum of observations, so sum of observations by number of observations is s. So the number of observations is 30. Now from this, sum of observations is given by 42 into 30. Now 2 3s are 6, 4 3s are 12. So sum of observations of those values is 1260. Now among them, 2 students got 0 marks. Okay, then AM of the remaining students is, so is asking removing those 2 students. So what is the arithmetic mean? Okay, so since they got 0 marks, so if you remove them also, there won't be any change in the sum. Then the new mean, that means new mean of those 28 students is given by, new mean is equal to sum of, so sum will not change, so 1260 by 28. So what is the value of 1260 by 28? Now in 4 table, if I cancel, so 4 3s are 12, so 4 1s are 4, next 4 5s are 20 by 4 7s are 28. Next in 7 table, so 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 30. Hence the answer is 45. Next, moving on to question number 51. The value of cosecant A. So this is angle A. Now to this angle A, so this is opposite side, right? And this is hypotenuse. So cosecant means hypotenuse by opposite. So this is opposite and this is hypotenuse. So cosecant means hypotenuse by opposite. So which is nothing but given by 13 by 12. Next, question number 52. So 1 minus tan square 45 by 1 plus tan square 45. So already we know tan 45 degrees is equal to 1. Now substituting here, 1 minus 1 square by 1 plus 1 square, which is nothing but 1 minus 1 by 1 plus 1. So 0 by 2, which is equal to 0. Hence the answer is 0. Next, moving on to question number 53. Cot theta is given as, so cot theta is given as b by a. Now he's asking me to find out cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta minus sin theta. Now from this, what I can say in the numerator, if I want to make this cos theta as cot theta, then I need to take sin theta as common or divide both numerator and denominator with the sin theta. Then what I am going to have, cos theta by sin theta plus sin theta by sin theta. What I am doing is, I am dividing each and every term of numerator and denominator with sin theta. Then, so cos theta by sin theta minus cos theta by sin theta. Sorry. So this is sin theta by sin theta. So which is nothing but cos theta by sin theta is cot theta plus 1 by cot theta minus 1. So cot theta value is b by a. So b by a plus 1 by b by a minus 1. So by taking LCM, so this gives me b plus a by b minus a. So b plus a by b minus a is my answer, right? Next, moving on to question number 54. If the tops of two poles are of heights 20 meters and 14 meters connected by a wire, if the wire makes an angle 30 degrees. Now there are two poles. So one pole is 20 meters height and there is one more pole, so which is shorter than that, which is 14 meters. Now these two tops of the poles are connected by a wire. Right now when I draw an imaginary line here, so when I draw an imaginary line here, okay, so since this is 14 meters, so I can say that this is also 14 meters. Then the remaining part is 6 meters because this total length is 20 meters. Okay, now from this particular point it is making an angle of 30 degrees, right? Now what is he asking you to find? Then the length of wire is, so here the length of wire is nothing but hypotenuse, and we know opposite side and we know this angle. So which ratio we can apply here? So we can apply sine ratio. So sine 30 degrees is equal to opposite is 6 by length of wire, let it be some L. So sine 30 degrees is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to 6 by L. So from this L is equal to 6 into 2, which is equal to 12 meters. Hence the answer is 12 meters. Next, question number 55. If three coins are tossed simultaneously, then the probability of getting at least two heads. So what is the meaning of at least two heads? So at least two heads means getting two heads and three heads. So getting at least two heads means getting exactly two heads and exactly three heads. Okay. Now since coin is tossed, so three coins are tossed. So total outcomes are nothing but n of s is equal to 2 cubes, so which is given by 8. Now if you write down the outcomes, so what are the outcomes we are going to have? Since totally we are going to have 8 outcomes, so I can write them as like this. So what is half of 8? So half of 8 is 4, hence I am going to write 4 heads and 4 tails. So after writing like this, so again take half of 4. So half of 4 is 2. So write 2 heads and 2 tails, 2 heads and 2 tails. Next again considering half of these 2 is nothing but 1. So alternately we are going to get head tail, head tail, head tail, head tail. Right? So totally 8 outcomes we are going to have. Now finally I need 2 heads and 2 tails. That means this possible. So this is one of the possible cases, right? So this is one of the possible cases. This is also possible because two heads. Here also two heads are there. So this is not possible. Here two heads are there. This is possible. And here only one head is there. It is not possible. It is not possible. And this is not possible. So from this clearly, so what will be the probability? So 4 by 8, which is nothing but 1 by 2. Hence the answer is 1 by 2. Next 56th question. The value of sin theta or cos theta never exceeds. So when you consider the value of sin theta always lies in between -1 and +1, and cos theta value also lies in between, sorry, so cos theta value also lies in between -1 and +1. That means it will never exceed +1, right? So it will never exceed +1. Next, moving on to question number 57. The angle of elevation of top of a tower whose height is 100 meters and whose distance from the base is 100 meters. If height is equal to distance, if height is equal to distance is equal to 100 meters, so we are having the formula for height and distance. So tan theta is given by h by d. Now since height and distance are equal, so it will be equal to 1. So tan theta when it will be equal to 1, when theta is equal to 45 degrees, right? So clearly the answer is 45 degrees. Next, if a 2-digit number is chosen at random, then the probability that number chosen is a multiple of 33. Okay, so first of all I need to choose 2-digit numbers. So 2-digit numbers means it starts from 10 till 99 I need to consider. Then how many numbers are there? First of all, so to count this number of numbers, simply what you are going to do is 99 minus 10 plus 1. Okay, so apply this formula b minus a plus 1. If you want to find the number of numbers from a to b, then simply follow this formula 99 minus 10 plus 1. 99 minus 10 is 89, 89 plus 1 is 90. Hence there are totally 90 two-digit numbers. So among those 90 two-digit numbers, I want only multiples of 3. So multiples of 3 means, so you'll be taking 3, 6, 9, 12 and so on. So what is the last two-digit multiple of 9 is, so multiple of 3 is nothing but 99. So this 99 is nothing but 3 into 33. That means, so totally there are 33 multiples of 3. So till the two digits. But here this 369 are not two digit numbers. Okay, so we need to remove these three two digit, so these three single digit numbers. So from that, so since we are having totally, if you normally count the multiples of 3, there are 33 up to 100, right? So up to 100 we are having 33, among which these 369 are simply single digit numbers. So if from 33 if I remove these 3, I am going to have 30 numbers, so which are divisible by 3, and also they are two digit numbers, right? Then what are the favorable? So this 33 minus 3, so this gives me totally 30 favorable cases. So then probability is given by 30 by 90, which is nothing but 3 by 9, which is equal to 1 by 3. Hence the answer is 1 by 3 here. Next, question number 59. So this is the basic bit of probability. So probability of x plus probability of not x. So not x is also represented by x bar. Hence its answer is 1. Right? Next, going on to question number 60. So this is the last question. So this, since this angle is theta and this is its opposite side and this is adjacent side. Now is asking to find out this angle theta, right? So we know that tan theta is equal to h by d. So where h is height and d is distance. So directly I can write here. So 100 root 3 divided by 100. So 100 gets cancelled. So this value is root 3. So in tans, when will you get root 3? So tan 60 degrees. So from this theta is equal to 60 degrees. Right? So hence the answer is option 2. Right? So these are the 60 questions so which were asked in the yesterday's paper. Right? So I hope you have understood each and every question clearly. Right? So verify the answers. Okay. So I hope you have written well, and those who are going to appear for other examinations, so this video is useful. So if you like the video, please share with your friends, right? They also get benefited from the video. So thank you for watching. So stay connected with the channel. So if you haven't subscribed, so please subscribe the channel. So thank you for watching.